We have breaking news in the country cast. Morgan Wallen was arrested last night in downtown Nashville on Broadway at Eric Church's brand new bar, Chiefs, after he allegedly threw a chair from the rooftop balcony area of the bar, which is 6 stories high. The chair then landed on the roadway just outside of the bar. We have heard that it was in the immediate vicinity of police officers who were standing nearby, and ultimately Morgan Wallen was arrested by Metro Nashville PD for 3 counts of felony reckless endangerment, 1 count of disorderly conduct. And first, before we get to some footage of Morgan Wallen's arrest, here is a statement from Metro Nashville PD following Morgan Wallen's arrest. They write, country artist Morgan Wallen, 30 years of age, was booked early today on 3 counts of felony reckless endangerment and 1 count of misdemeanor disorderly conduct for throwing a chair from the rooftop of Chiefs Bar Sunday night. The chair landed on Broadway close to 2 MNPD officers. His bond was set at $15,250. And as you can see here up on your screen, Metro Nashville PD ended up releasing Morgan Wallen's mugshot some hours later following his arrest. This is the current mugshot from Morgan Wallen. Next, I'd like to turn your attention to records we obtained from the Davidson County Sheriff's Office website earlier today. Morgan Wallen was booked in at 12:36 a.m. and he was released at around 3:30 in the morning. Just as Metro Nashville PD stated earlier in their statement to their X account about Morgan Wallen's arrest and bond, his bond was set at $15,250, $5,000 for each felony count of reckless endangerment, and $250 for the disorderly conduct, which puts it again at the total of $15,250 for the bond. And just above me in the box here on your screen, you'll see the appearance details at the Howard Gentry Criminal Court for this case surrounding Morgan Wallen. The scheduled appearance next in line in this matter will be on May 3rd, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. But as we know with how court proceedings are, this date could clearly be continued to a following date. We now have a couple of videos that we're going to share with you guys that sort of goes through the night of Morgan Wallen being arrested by Metro Nashville. The first video we have is going to show Morgan Wallen in the back of the police car immediately following the incident. We also have him being escorted into intake, as well as a video of him being released from intake. And here is that first video that we're going to share with you guys immediately following Morgan Wallen allegedly throwing this chair from the rooftop of Eric Church's bar, being under arrest in the back of the police car on scene. Ultimately, he was transported away from the scene, but this is pretty much what was going down immediately following this while the police were waiting to exit with Morgan Wallen from Broadway. This video was shared by Marietta Davis onto her X account, so let's check this out.
She's really fucking going to jail right now.
As Broadway typically is in downtown Nashville, you could hear that it was quite loud, pretty chaotic during that time. People were recognizing Morgan Wallen in the back of the police car, asking if he was actually going to jail, which ultimately we learned that he did. And now we're going to get to the second video of when Morgan Wallen arrives at intake with the officers. Here is this video right here. This video was shared to TikTok by user Michael Phillips. Again, Morgan Wallen getting to intake with Metro Nashville PD. Here it is without sound. It's a very quick video. Clearly they are removing all of his personal items before he goes in. Now let's play that video back with sound this time. Again, it is a fast video, so I'll play it a couple times for you guys. And one more time. We'll now go ahead and move into the third video, which is Morgan Wallen being released from jail. This video was shared by Peyton Kennedy, WKRN News anchor, to her X account. She captured Morgan Wallen leaving out of the jail early this morning following his arrest. Let's get to that.
That's what we talked about, yes.
One more time, we'll take another look here.
That's what we talked about, yes.
And following this incident last night, CBS News was able to get up with Morgan Wallen's attorney, who said that Morgan Wallen is fully cooperating with authorities. Sadly, as we know, this is not Morgan Wallen's first arrest down on Broadway in downtown Nashville. Back in 2020, we know that Morgan Wallen was arrested in front of Kid Rock's Honky Tonk Bar and Grill and charged with being intoxicated in public as well as disorderly conduct after he was alleged to have been smashing glass items inside of the bar that night. And of course, again, we are talking about Morgan Wallen being arrested now in downtown Nashville on Broadway, again, this time at Eric Church's brand new bar, Chiefs, after he allegedly threw a chair from the 6-story balcony rooftop area, which, as we saw from Metro Nashville Police Department, the chair allegedly landed in the immediate vicinity of 2 Metro Nashville PD officers. As we know, Broadway is a very busy road. I'm sure there were patrons out that night. How close they were to the actual incident, we obviously don't know. We have no further information on that. MNPD felt calls to arrest Morgan on 3 felony accounts: reckless endangerment, 1 disorderly conduct. Country star John Rich has also spoke out about Morgan Wallen's recent arrest last night. He turned to his X account where he talked about how this is all hard to build and it could take years to build the fame and the popularity and the very successful career that Morgan Wallen has made, but yet it can only take 1 second for it all to go away. Here is what John Rich had to say in his statement about Morgan Wallen's recent arrest. As you can see up here on your screen, John Rich had to say, "Reading about Morgan Wallen this morning, and I can't help but recall all the destructive, crazy things I did early on in my career. The combo of intense pressure, expectations, and over-the-top success is a dangerous cocktail. Thank God I had great mentors who helped guide me out of that mindset, and I hope Morgan has some people around him who care about him enough to help him find a new approach to life. It takes a lifetime to build what he's built and 1 second to destroy it all. I'm rooting for him to turn it around." I think we can all agree that Morgan Wallen is on a very different level, a different playing field than most folks within the music industry. At this point, fame obviously and definitely comes with its pressures. It can be hard at times. And for some folks, you are constantly chasing that level, that stature of being the number one person, in the business of what it is that you do, and trying to find the balance of that with a personal life. It can be difficult. Again, like I mentioned, Morgan Wallen had dealt with an arrest prior on Broadway in front of Kid Rock's Honky Tonk Bar and Grill back in 2020. He is now again facing 4 new charges, 3 felony counts of reckless endangerment, 1 count of disorderly conduct. His bond was totaled at $15,250 after this alleged incident went down at Eric Church's brand new bar, Chiefs, where he allegedly threw a chair again from the rooftop balcony area of the bar. That bar is 6 stories high, and we have heard from Metro Nashville PD that according to them, 2 MNPD officers were in the vicinity of where the chair ended up landing near the roadway. That is the information that we have for you now. It is unknown if there were any patrons nearby when this also occurred. But again, we had the statement from Metro Nashville PD. That's the information that we have to work with. We plan to keep tabs on this, and as updates come in, we will surely bring them to you. As always, guys, thank you all for tuning in here at Country Cast. Be sure to subscribe down below so you never miss out on any breaking news and updates.